the backfield?
It's all right. I got full speed in the game there, and it locked up on me a little bit, but I'm working through it. So it's a little bit better today than it was yesterday. So it's improvement.
Is this similar to what you've dealt with? I mean, I know back some you've dealt with in the past. Is it similar?
Yeah, it's the same type of thing, and they're all a little bit different, but it's all same type.
Are you expecting to practice today?
I do not think I will practice today.
Is it one of those things that you just know how to manage at this point in your career?
Well, the hardest part is you don't know when it's going to pop up.
Yeah.
But once it does happen, I do know it has helped it in the past, and now you're just hoping that the 48 hours and stuff you get through it, and hopefully it starts feeling better by Sunday.
Joel, it's one thing to maybe not feel like you're 100%, and especially dealing with a back injury, but then you turn on the film and you look at the Packers and that rush. I think they got like 33 pressures, 8 sacks. They hit the quarterback a ton. Just your thoughts when you turn on that film and you look at that Green Bay front.
Yeah, they're playing great. I think Parsons brings them another dynamic player, but I would say the guys they had there before are all pretty good too. So I think bringing him in and they're very versatile in where they can line up. So they'll line them up right, left, in the middle. We're all going to have our hands full. But it's a talented group. I think they have like elite players at all three levels of the defense, and when you have that, you can be a pretty good defense.
From a protection standpoint for protecting Joe, what's kind of the next step for you guys as an offensive line, especially with a defensive front that has put a ton of pressure on quarterbacks for the first 2 weeks?
Yeah, I think make sure we're all on the same page, like we're going to the right guy. If we can flipper the protection, if we can flip it, I think the Ravens did a good job blitzing the back, which is kind of blitzing away from where we were sliding this last game. If we can get some of those flippered, take some off the back and put us on the big guys, I think that'll help. But we all have to just, get to our fundamentals and be like, try and win our one-on-ones. I think that, at the end of the day, is how you protect the best, is win those matchups. And then when you can get them the right protections versus the right blitzes, that helps as well.
Did the way you guys ran the ball last week, did you feel it was better than the first weekend? How encouraging is that if that's the case?
Yeah, it was an improvement for sure. It's not where we want to be yet. I think we had a few bigger runs in the last, quarter when we were kind of out of it. But we want to keep running the ball, keep getting things established. I think Hugh did a great job when he came in there. Samp and Ford are both doing their thing, and we just want to give them every opportunity to break some more big ones.
Joe, Packers lost their best 2 run stoppers, and although they're number 2 against the run, do you think they've really been tested in the running game because of their leads?
Yeah, when when you get up by a bunch and teams have to throw the ball, it kind of limits your exposure. But from what I've seen, when teams have tried to run, like Detroit, has been a good run team in the past, and they have good running backs as well, and they've just done a solid job. Like, they give you multiple looks. They're gonna, the backers make good plays. So when their guys up front, make a play or get pushed out, the backers usually fill it pretty well. So far on film, what we've seen, they've stopped the run really well. Like you said, hopefully we can play a closer game and run the ball when we can, and really see what it's about.
I know you guys have talked about complementary football in terms of offense, defense, special teams, but in terms of just the offense, where do you guys feel like you are with like the running backs helping in pass pro, the tight ends helping in the run game? Like, where's that offensive complementary at right now?
Yeah, we're working to it. I think the first game we had too many guys unblocked. Like, there was just too much miscommunications out there. I think this game was an improvement, and you have to strive for perfection. You're never going to be perfect, but we got to strive for it. So we're working together. We're doing good things, and it's coming together. It's unfortunate we're 0-2 right now, and we put our defense in a lot of bad positions early this year. So we're going to try and take care of the ball and do our part on offense.
Hey Joe, we asked you about the line a lot, but Tommy C's looking for consistency out of him. Thought there were strides there from week 1 to week 2. What have you seen out of him, and particularly in the run game? It looks like a guy that could dominate. Do you see him kind of getting there?
Yeah, I thought week 2 in the run game was a lot better. He's improved in that. It's crazy how we're all big people, but he just so big, and so when it clicks on film and he had one, it wasn't a huge run, but he had one where he got his hands on Roquan and drove him past the ball and put him down, and I was like, I'd love to see that every play. You know what I mean? I know it's unrealistic, but he flashed a couple like big time run blocks, and you're like, all right, this is what we want. And I think it might be him getting more comfortable and just understanding the offense and getting there. But you saw some strides in week 2, and hopefully it continues and the consistency continues.
Yeah, does the back feel like it has in the past when you've dealt with it?
Yeah, it's like the old man back. So we're working through it.
With Cordelia stepping in, when John wasn't able to go, but just what have you seen from him over the course of camp and everything, and just being able to step into that role on game day?
Yeah, he's been an ultimate professional. You come in, you sign as a swing tackle, you expect to play both, but he was going like right part of practice, left part of practice, like, and even for guys like that have played both, you still want to get in a rhythm at one. And so he's taken a bunch of reps, and just any of the times guys have been banged up, he's stepped up and hasn't complained and just been rock solid for us. So we know if his number's called, like, he'll be ready to go out there.
You're facing a defense that generates as much of pressure as Green Bay does. How much does it help that you've been facing a defense every day in practice that is generating pressure?
Yeah. Our defense pass rush, and I mean they're playing with the best defense in the league as well. I think them and Green Bay both have played really well this year. So for us, it's a good challenge in practice. We don't all camp against these guys. Miles and Parsons are similar game disruptors, and so to have that where we've kind of worked some scheme for that, it's definitely a positive for us.
Pretty good.
Thanks guys.